Okay, I am really starting to get frustrated with this whole thing. All right, I hope this will be the last time that I reconnect this. Like I said, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to switch to my other computer, go to another room where apparently I don't have a network blackout, because there's some reason in this room I'm getting a network blackout, even though it should be a connection right there. Okay, wow, I'm getting so annoyed with this stream though. It's not this. It's for some reason the network keeps dropping me, and it's like I'm I'm not in what I thought was a network dark spot, but apparently I'm in a network dark spot in my house. Oh, the IT guy is somewhere up there laughing at us now. All right, 110 at 2. All right, so we got the one aircraft, Flare 104, which is there, or Flare 1014, sorry, that is there. 30,000 feet is a pretty high altitude to go to Toronto from Windsor. I would normally expect about half that. Exactly. So Air Canada 308 was just texting me and just said hopes that the wonderful tributes in the forums will reach his wife and kids, and such a misunderstood part. Sorry, it's such a misunderstood area, but a huge part of each of us simmers. I hope means a lot to the family, everybody that knew him here coming together in his honor to just pay him a tribute one last time and show him that he's definitely, most of us would probably not be here if he hadn't put in some time and effort with almost each and every one of us here. So he's had a huge impact on a lot of people. Let's see here. Just want to bring up my one other window, so give me 1 second here. Just so I can get a little better idea of what's going on as well. There we go. All right. Yeah, because I just wanted to see who Air Canada 308 was. Okay, I see who it is. I don't know if he wants credit or not, but I was just curious to see who it was. There's a lot of, the traffic load is starting to pick up now. We got a bunch of guys already inbound. We got about 4 or 5 airplanes in the air. I'm just looking at the map now here. We got about 6, 7, 8, 9 airplanes in Toronto getting ready to head down here to Windsor. We've also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different controllers online right now, just dealing with this event. All right. So the guy who was messaging me, he's on his way. He's doing a flight into Montreal, but he said he's going to try and turn around and do a flight from Montreal back down to Windsor, which is just great. And already I see a whole bunch of airplanes. So one thing I did want to say as well, and let's see here. I can't even see what's going on here. For some reason, the analytics, there's the analytics. One other thing too that I was going to say as well is that there is a post, and I hope everyone watching is probably aware of it. But there is a post in the VATCAN forum with a link to Dean's obituary, and in there as well is information about what his family would like done in his honor. If anybody's interested in making a donation. They have set up a scholarship fund at the University of Windsor where Dean worked for I don't know how long, but for many years. As long as I've known him, he worked there in the IT department, and they've set up a scholarship at the school in his name. So if anybody wants to, donate, make a donation on his behalf, they've asked that it be donated to the scholarship fund at the University of Windsor that's going to be set up in his name to help students be able to pay for their education. And there's a link to that in the VATCAN forum. I will post the link in the chat below, and if anybody wants to donate. And the other thing that I said I was going to do, and I will donate. I plan on making my own personal donation, but I'm also going to match for any movement into this airport between now and 02 Zulu. So between now and 10 p.m. $2 for every movement. So for every aircraft that takes off or lands, I'll add $2 to my donation to Dean's Scholarship Fund. So I hope you guys will, anybody that was on the fence about whether or not they want to do this, please come on down and help celebrate Dean's life. So I think he would get a real kick out of seeing this here. And I think for the evening, we're going to rename this airport the Dean Roy Memorial Airport because I think he deserves that at the very least. Windsor. It's funny that he spent all this time in Toronto, and Windsor was never really in the cards. In Toronto, it was sort of stuck because it's stranded out underneath Detroit's airspace and is not normally part of most of Canadian operations in most cases, in most ways. So it sort of was stranded and never got any love, and it's kind of nice to see it now. It's going to get some love that it never got really when Dean was around, unfortunately. So I hope he's watching somewhere, and he can see the love that his hometown is going to get tonight here. And if anybody wants to share anything too, any thoughts for Dean as well in the chat, please do. I'll read them out loud just to help sort of contribute them to this live stream. Back. All right, ground just stepped away for a second, so I'm just taking over his frequency for a moment here. Oh, and that's my that's my device going off, so I'm just going to mute that now. But yeah, I was hoping to put together like a highlight reel of this when it actually starts to get a little bit busy, just to send to his family to show them how much it meant. I mean, I'll let them watch the whole video if they want, but I'm sure they just want to see just the highlights at the end of the day. So, but the other thing that I did want to show them as well, and I don't know if they've seen it, but I did want to give them a chance to see uh, here in the forums. And probably a lot of you guys that are watching the stream have already seen this, but I'm going to put it up here just for the sake of the family. If they get a chance to watch this either now or in the future, I just want to show them just there we go. Everything that was sort of said about Dean here. Just he got a whole bunch of responses very quickly. within a couple of hours, he had a number of responses from a number of people just all around that have worked with him, worked alongside him, and just realized like that here's a man who just gave tirelessly for an untold length of time to make this place to make the our community a better community to help train people. So I was unfortunately the one who had to post kind of the news here, but there was quite a few people. I'll always remember Dean's generosity to all of us at the Toronto Real Ops event many years ago, a fixture in backhand's community and Blue Skies Dean. Rest easy, friend. You will be greatly missed. Um, Sad news indeed. It was a privilege to be able to call Dean a friend. His generosity of time and effort for this hobby was exceptional. He was my instructor for familiarization back in Toronto and essentially brought me back to the hobby after a 10-year break. His efforts for the home FIR were tireless and the results were clear. Toronto has been a hugely successful FIR in Dean's tenure. Josh now carries that flag forward. Let's not forget the hours Dean spent as a supervisor on the network as well. Again, giving the hobby he loves so dearly. To say it's a loss to VATCAN and VATSIM and to some of us personally is just an understatement. Blue skies to Dean. Dean's a great man with a huge passion for everything aviation. He's crucial to so many of the successes we had in Toronto and will be a huge loss for the FIR, for VATCAN, and for VATSIM. Personally, he was my instructor, first VATSIM friend, and I'm really going to miss the late night conversations. And yeah, just the things you don't even think about, just the inconsequential moments that are just life, but you just appreciate spending them with someone that matters to you, someone that you can share something with too. So a great man who truly did care for the hobby, paved the way for so many people to enjoy what we all do. Justine, you'll be missed. Blue skies. Farewell, Dean. Your absence from Toronto, VATCAN, and VATSIM was a whole be felt by all. I had the pleasure of working alongside Dean as controller and chief instructor. Dean was a true friend and inspiration to learn from. There are not many people who match the level of passion he had for this hobby. Seeing Dean on the scopes when flying into Toronto always brought two thoughts to my mind. Oh, first, oh, good, Dean's on, and second, now, just don't screw this up. Blue skies, my friend, you're already missed. I just it's so nice to see like all these messages here, and this one too kind of struck a chord because it's someone who just saw it. Neil Singh, I'm only a pilot and I fly everywhere, so I don't get to know controllers as well as controllers get to know each other, but still want to chime in to express gratitude for people like Dean. As a real world student pilot trying to familiarize myself with Canadian airspace because I have family in Toronto and hope to fly there one day, I'd like Dean's loved ones to know that this is not just a hobby. People use VATSIM for different purposes. Because I've used VATSIM to fly to Toronto Pearson, also Billy Bishop nearby, I've become more comfortable with Toronto airspace for the day. I finally do fly there. I've probably spoken to Dean as he helped guide me in according to the Toronto standards while landing. I've definitely spoken to controllers who were trained and influenced by Dean to uphold such fantastic, realistic standards despite everyone doing this on a volunteer basis. Toronto is a really great place to practice communications if you're a pilot, thanks in part to Dean's major contributions. This has a real impact on real people and real families. Very thankful to Dean's volunteer hours spent working on this hobby, which we all know is even more than that for some of us. And I thought that one was really kind of poignant. I mean, that's just it. Like VATSIM it's a lot of things to a lot of people. It's a bit of a game in some ways and a hobby, but it's also people take the opportunity to learn a lot from it. So it's something that and it's nice when we're able to both teach and learn. And Dean will I think attest this too that he never stopped learning even long after he had supposedly finished his learning process. He kept on learning, and so did we all. So we keep learning from him and from each other, and it's great that we can all just go and build ourselves better and better through the fun that is the VATSIM network. Truly heartbreaking and shocking news to read this morning. The entirety of VATSIM, let alone this division, will be forever indebted to Dean for his lengthy list of contributions he had for this network. Rest easy, Dean. And I've not had the pleasure of controlling with Dean, but I have flown in his airspace countless times and have always enjoyed his service. Thanks so much to Sir Squawk 2000 over to En route. I suggest that when the time is right, we organize division flight. Yes, and that's what we're doing. That's what we're here for right now. So, uh, what else have we got here? Very sad news. Rest in peace, Dean. Rest easy, Dean. You will be missed. And very sad news to hear. I had the pleasure of being a student under Dean, and he was an amazing teacher. My condolences to his family. May he rest in peace. Rest in peace, my friend. My thoughts are with Dean's wife, family, and the Toronto community. I wish you smooth skies, Dean. Rest in peace, Dean. Dean was a man who inspired me to become part of the FIR executive and start instructing here in VATCAN, sending thoughts and prayers to his wife and family. And such a massive loss to our community, and one that will be hard to process for some time. I only had the opportunity to be around Dean on TeamSpeak a couple of times, but I remember him being nothing but pleasant and a significant face in Toronto and VATCAN as a whole. Rest easy, Dean. It's just so touching to see all these people come out here and wish Dean well. Um, and it's so true. And it's funny because I think of all the people who kind of said rest easy, Dean, and knowing how much time and effort he put into this community, and he- yeah, he was just tireless. He worked tirelessly for so long, and it is gratifying in a way that he can rest and he can, he's left the division in good hands, and there's lots of people who could take over and could carry on the work he started, but he worked so hard when he was here, and he never asked for a break. He just kept on doing what needed to be done, and he needs he needs a break. Everybody needs a break sometimes, so I guess he's gotten that break now. Uh, it's not the way anybody would have wanted to happen, but I just think that's funny. Like my one thought to that is that yeah, he's getting a very very well earned, well deserved break. Rest easy, Dean. You will be missed, and you've left a very very big fingerprint on this whole division. Okay, I got a couple of airplanes inbound here. I see them starting to show up on my radar now, so if I zoom out a little bit, I might start to see the first inbound is on its way here. So there's WestJet 853, just a little bit behind him is Air Canada 145. So our first couple of inbound flights are here. Flair's still sitting there trying to figure out what he's doing as well. So, but we're going to start to see a little bit of traffic that first hour. Dean would be the first one to say, yeah, that first hour on VATSIM is usually the boring one where nothing happens, and then all of a sudden, all heck breaks loose after that. So that was just all the kind of the written comments, but then the other thing too in our chat window in our chat streams on Discord, the number of just acknowledgments on within our division's Discord. So we had two separate messages posted, and I think within a day or so there were 100. I think there were over 100 people who had posted a reaction. You know, it was just a sadness of some kind. Um, within Toronto itself, we had 30 something people who reacted, who read the news and posted some kind of a reaction to it, and then in the overall one for the whole division, we had over 100 people react to that one. So he had a very wide impact. Lots of people met him. Worked with him, learned from him, and as a result are here working tonight. So it's a pity, Dean, we didn't catch up in the sim one more time too, just to have him do this flight with us. But this one's for you. Wonder if anybody's bringing that 777 that he loved so much. He loved that 777. Oh, we got at least one person bringing two people. We got at least a handful of people bringing the 777 in here, so that's good. It was Dean's favorite airplane to fly. He liked that 777. He didn't fly a whole lot else when he went flying on the sim, but he liked that 777. So we definitely got a couple people are honoring him in that way too. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 people flying the 777 into Windsor, which is a big airplane to fly into the airport. That's hilarious. Uh, it's a funny thing was that yeah, a lot of times Dean controlled so much, and he didn't set aside time for himself to enjoy the hobby and go flying. So uh, very often we didn't. We said we try to go flying and just enjoy the other side, just where we get to fly and not work so hard. And so often at the end, because he didn't fly out very often, he could never seem to get his airplane up and working. And it's funny because now one of our controllers just said that their airplane, they're trying to do the flight, and just like whenever Dean tried to go flying, the airplane is not cooperating with them. It just does not want to get going, which is exactly the way it always seemed to happen. We get him in the airplane, and he'd try starting it up, and something would be wrong with it. Either it needed the software, needed an update or something. It happened all the time. That Dean was always trying to go flying and never could
Windsor ground,
succeed.
good day, flare 1014, request IFR clearance to Toronto.
And Flare 1014, Windsor ground, good evening. Might just check your flight plan there. It seems as if the flight plan you filed is for the opposite route, so Toronto to Windsor. If you want to just take a look at that.
Okay, check, thanks.
All right, but we got our first arrival coming in here. I finally have something to do here. I better better make sure I'm ready. I gotta keep in count of all these departures and arrivals. Not that there are that many, but all right. So Flare 1014 called up, and so we'll see if he refiles the flight plan.
Any change there for flare 1014?
And Flare 1014, negative. It's still the same route as before. Might want to try disconnecting and reconnecting.
Okay, I refiled, but I'll try that. Windsor Tower, WestJet 853, just across Ambim, established on the RNAV 25.
Windsor, or sorry, WestJet 853, the Windsor Dean Roy Memorial Tower. The winds are light and variable, and you're clear to land, runway 25.
Clear to land 25, WestJet 853.
All right, we got our first one in here, WestJet 853. I don't need that blue line. Let's see here, and I was just trying to check something. So I was just trying to check the information on that return leg. All right, let's see if I can find it here because we don't seem to have it ready to go here. Let's see if I can find it really quickly. All right, so here he comes. Just trying to see if I should have it. Yeah, okay, so I got it here in a second. I just gotta look far enough along here. Okay, I see you just found them, Isaiah. All right, so we got our first one inbound here. And actually, I don't even have the ground view open, which I don't really need this tower, but it's nice to have it open. So there it is. So there's Windsor ground. And actually, let me just pan this around because we should be able to see this airplane landing here. The end of the runway is somewhere right up there. So we should see this airplane land here, hopefully, in a minute or so here. Assuming it's working. I think that's him right there. Yep, there he is. Here's our first arrival in Windsor. It's pretty faint in the distance. Tower's a long way from that runway. Is he gonna make it? No. All right. And ground from tower, runway 1230 is yours. WestJet 853, welcome to Windsor. And turn left on runway 12, contact ground on 121.7.
Left on 12 and ground 1217, WestJet 853, thanks.
All right, there we go, our first arrival. Our second one won't be too far behind now.
Windsor ground, WestJet 853, rolled out long on 25. We're on runway 12 for the terminal.
WestJet 853, Windsor ground, welcome to Windsor, taxi to the ramp via runway 30, exit on taxiway Foxtrot Golf to the ramp for your discretion.
30 Foxtrot Golf, and then our discretion, WestJet 853, thanks.
For some reason I can't zoom in anymore in this sim, and I don't know why. I used to be able to. Oh, there we go. I can do it. I was able to do it before, and then every time they run an update, things change in this bloody sim. There we go. So there's WestJet. He's just got to do his after landing checklist, and then he'll...
Windsor Tower, hello, Air Canada 145 Heavy. We are 9.5 for runway 25.
Air Canada 145, Windsor, good evening. The winds are light and variable. You're clear to land, runway 25.
Clear to land, runway 25, Air Canada 145 Heavy.
And yeah, sorry, as I was saying before, yeah, so we got that. The one thing, of course, it's 7 p.m. right now. It's almost 8 p.m. It should be dark. I will make the one disclaimer that I did change the time offset on the sim here just to keep it daylight so we can actually kind of see what's going on. If I was to do it real, it'd be dark and it'd be a little harder to see what's going on. So there he is. So here comes the second one, Air Canada 145. So we got one arrival so far. See if we can spot this guy a little sooner than the other one now that I figured out what the zoom buttons changed to. It is a pretty good sim though. It's very, it looks pretty darn realistic sometimes when you're looking around in it. It still surprises me. Did he start moving? Oh, yeah, there he goes. He's coming. Slowly but surely. Unfortunately, the only thing about this sim is that the models don't all look all that good. Phil, welcome back. I was having some connection issues earlier. I seem to have found a very reliable connection now, thank goodness. All right, so this guy's about a 5-mile final. It's just entering the control zone. How do you set up the tower view? ES doesn't pick up any aircraft from what I've tried. So what I've done, anyways, you have to have a certain version of Euroscope in order to get that information. So Sovereign Venue, if you haven't done it, you need to have there's beta versions of Euroscope out there, and the beta versions are what actually pass the information along. So the default version of Euroscope, yeah, didn't pass enough information along. You've got to download one of the more recent beta versions. I don't know what version, but I think they're up to release 29 beta. So if you go to the Euroscope website and download one of the betas, that should pass the information along through vPilot. I've got vPilot up and running, and I did the tower view in vPilot. But yeah, you need you need not just the base installation of Euroscope, but you need one of the beta versions installed for it to work. All right, where is this guy here? Here comes WestJet. Trying to just spot this guy. And we're probably going to have at least a couple of aircraft that come in today. Oh, there he is. We're going to have at least a couple of people that come in that that may not show up because the modeling is not great. Yeah, try a beta and see if that works for you. Because yeah, the original Euroscope wasn't necessarily designed for this, but it does work quite well when you can get it to work and you can actually see the airplanes flying around, and it's quite nice being in the control tower and actually watching the airplanes on the network flying around. All right, that's arrival number 2. Keeping track. $2 to Dean's Charity for every arrival or departure. Someone want to bankrupt me right about now, they boot up a Cessna and start doing circuits. Looks like he missed Foxtrot as well. Air Canada 145, welcome to the Windsor Dean Roy Memorial Airport. Turn left on runway 12, contact ground 121.7. Thanks for flying.
That name's very fitting. Left onto runway 12, contact ground. Say ground frequency again, please.
Sure, it's 121.7.
Ground 21.7. Thank you so much. See ya. Air Canada 145.
Good. I don't know what these guys are doing. When I was flying the Dash 8, I made
Ground
that
hello, Air
intersection all the
Canada
time.
145. We're just vacating runway 12.
And Air Canada 145, Windsor Ground, welcome to Windsor. Taxi to the ramp via runway 30. Exit on taxiway Foxtrot Golf to the ramp.
30, Foxtrot Golf to the ramp. Air Canada 145, heavy. Thank you.
So these first 2 guys that came in here are 2 controllers as well here. I don't believe they did any training with Dean. I know the first one did not. The second one I'm pretty sure did not as well. But nevertheless, his fellow controllers that just obviously felt it was necessary to come in here as a tribute to Dean and show him that as a community we're gonna miss him, and it's gonna be hard without him. There we go. Our first aircraft shut down, and here comes the next one. It's also the other thing that's really gratifying to see as well is that we could pull this together in about 5 days. That we found out on Monday morning, and here it is Friday night, and we've managed to pull together an entire event, get a slate of controllers on, as well as get a whole bunch of pilots that felt that it was a good idea here. We got one more inbound here that wanted to participate in this and start flying. So it's so nice to see that, like, again too, that like, when we put our minds to it, when we have an important purpose, we can deal with this. We can get everybody here. Air Canada 1017, Windsor Tower, are you here?
Windsor Tower, Air Canada 1017. Yeah, we're with you. Just coming up on the ILS 25.
Air Canada 1017, the winds are showing light and variable. You're clear to land, runway 25.
Clear land 25, Air Canada 1017.
Slowly sneaking a look at who all these people are, because I don't know who some of them are. I know some of them, and I don't know others. So I'll have to figure out who some of these people are. Most people use their names on this network, but occasionally you get someone who, for whatever reason, decides they don't want to use their name, and I'm okay with that. But in a network where it's mostly voices, and sometimes it's hard to recognize voices, so it kind of helps when you have names to go with them. Little taxiing through the grass. The joys of VATSIM. And then a hard turn there. Don't think his scenery quite matches this. That's okay. We all have to believe in it. We're still having fun regardless. And through the side. Oh, Dean. He is somewhere up there just laughing at us. Oh, it's all good. That's all. So there we go. So we got 2 arrivals so far. I'm going to make sure at the end of this I post the total arrivals in the forums as well. If anybody else wants to match the donation per arrival and per departure, I'm going to donate $2 per arrival and departure on top of what I originally planned to give to Dean's Scholarship Fund as well. But if anybody else wants to use this as a goal to try and match it as well, I think it's again totally fitting. Try not to leave too many dents in the grass there. And there's the next one. So this is gonna be out and plummeting to the earth. It's not a perfect system. But on that guy's computer it looked really good, I'm sure. Oh, this guy might make Foxtrot. Air Canada 1017, welcome to the Windsor Dean Roy Memorial Airport. Left turn on Foxtrot, contact ground 121.7.
21.7 for ground, thanks, Air Canada 1017.
Now we got a little bit of a pause, I think, before the next arrival or two here. And we seem to have
Windsor
lost
ground, Air Canada 1017, just clear of 25 on Foxtrot.
Air Canada 1017, Windsor ground, welcome to Windsor. Taxi to the ramp via Foxtrot, Golf, cross runway 30, ramp your discretion.
Foxtrot, Golf, cross 30, apron our discretion, Air Canada 1017.
Unfortunately, we don't have good model matching in this sim. The airport looks really good, and then the airplanes are all generic. I don't have Air Canada and WestJet colors, unfortunately. It's not, the sim doesn't really support that very well at this point. Needs still more development. It's getting there, but still needs more development. That's what I thought. I did recognize that voice. There's also one of the fellow Toronto controllers, someone who probably learned from Dean. And obviously
ground, Air Canada 1017, if you don't mind, can we taxi down runway 2 to Delta, or 12 to Delta?
Air Canada 1017, affirm, that won't be a problem at all. Make a left turn onto runway 30, and you can exit on taxiway Delta to the ramp.
Roger, thanks, Air Canada 1017.
There we go. It's probably good because he probably have a hard time getting past that 777 right now. Already the ramp is starting to look congested. That's a good thing we had a little pause before we got our arrivals. I see one just kind of scrolling into view here, so another couple of minutes here and we'll have another one. 3 arrivals. And Phil says he's going to match me. All right, Phil, you're on. He's going to match, and he's going to donate to Dean's scholarship fund as well to match match the $2 per operation here. So VATSIMers out there in the world, come together and let's let's pop those pocketbooks. And I'm being told who Air Canada 1017 is, and I'm like, I figured out who it was. I kind of guessed. I kind of thought I'd recognize the voice, but sometimes I don't like the voices. I'm never 100% sure. I'm not around in the Toronto area as much as I used to be because I'm focusing more of my energy down in the Vancouver area, so I don't recognize the voices as quickly as I used to when I was more on the ball, but nevertheless, I do know who that is. He's going to have a hard time, and then we got a 319. Even the 319 is probably going to have a hard time squeezed in there. And with that, the ramp's going to be full because the ramp can basically hold 4 big aircraft. After this, everyone's going to have to wait. Maybe we can squeeze a 5th one in there. Probably only 4. And Windsor ground from tower. What are your thoughts if we fill up the 4 ramp spots here? Charlie's just really a hanger. You might fit a 320 on that ramp, maybe one, and that might be about it. I think there's like a citation normally parked in there or something. Yeah.
Windsor Tower, Canada 2745 on final for 25 R now.
Air Canada 2745, Windsor Tower, good evening. Windsor light and variable, you're cleared to land, runway 25.
Put a land on 25 Air Canada 2745, thanks.
Yeah, so there we go. So this apron is just about full. We got room for one more airplane. And then that's it. So hopefully one of these guys is going to leave quickly here. Or we're going to be... And yeah, ground from tower. I don't plan on using 1230 at all. So, I mean, we could probably park them. We could probably even park people in between the apron and 1230 there, just in the grass. That's, you know, at this point, that's the best we could do, really. Best we could do. It'll be really nice to see this airport like full of airplanes though too, and like actually be able to say like everyone here was someone who took the time to fly in here. I feel like it's not quite level. I feel like that's more level now. Everyone took the time to fly in here and show their support. Got an extra airplane there. This is gonna look terrible, but what can you do? All right, there's the Air Canada 1017. Not the Air Canada 1017, the Air Canada 2745. That's what I was trying to say. Canada 2745.
Windsor Tower, good evening. TBM Foxtrot Zulu Echo Golf established ILS 25 right. Correction, 25.
Zulu Echo Golf, Windsor Tower, good evening. Your number 2, two-way 319, just touching down. Caution, possible wake turbulence. Continue number 1. I guess I said number 2.
Continue number 1, traffic inside Zulu Echo Golf.
Is he going to make it? Air Canada 2745, welcome to Dean Roy Memorial Airport. Taxi on, vacate on Foxtrot and contact ground 217.
Ground 217 for Air Canada 2745, thanks.
And Zulu Echo Golf, winds are light and variable. You're cleared to land, runway 25.
Ground Canada 2745 on the ground. We're looking for taxi to the main terminal, please.
Air Canada 2745, Windsor ground. Welcome to Windsor. Taxi to the ramp here via Foxtrot, runway 30, and exit left on taxiway Charlie. You're going to have to just park on Charlie there. I can only fit one aircraft there, and I think an A319 would be perfect if that's okay with you.
Okay, sure. We'll do Foxtrot 30 Charlie for Canada 2745.
Just looking to see if we can spot this TBM. He's going to be hard to spot because he's just a little guy. We got a couple people now getting ready to depart, so that's another arrival down. And let's see if we can spot this guy on final here. Should be able to spot him. He should be almost over the runway. But it's a pretty small aircraft, so we may not see him too well. I don't even, oh, I see him now. Wow. Let's see if he's going to make this exit here. He should make this exit here by the looks of it. Zulu Echo Golf, welcome to the Windsor Dean Roy Memorial Airport. Left turn on Foxtrot, contact ground 121.7.
Ground 21.7, thanks for the welcome. Zulu Golf, good night.
Good night. Alright, so he's pretty small, so he can go over to the ramp all the way over there. He can fit himself over here on the small ramp here for the smaller aircraft. Depending on which scenery we have, we may be able to get some big airplanes down there, but it's not always, there we go. I'll just do it this way.
Ground, it's TBM Zulu Golf off on Foxtrot. Good evening.
And Charlie Foxtrot Zulu Echo Golf, Windsor Ground, welcome to Windsor. Taxi to the ramp via Foxtrot Golf Alpha, and just ramp at your discretion there. I believe there's enough room there for about 2 TBMs.
Roger that. We'll take Foxtrot Golf Alpha. Did you say cross 1-2?
Hey, from cross runway 1, say about that. TBM, Charlie Foxtrot Zulu Echo Golf.
No worries. Foxtrot Golf Alpha, cross 1-2, Zulu Golf. Thank you very much.
Where can we park airplanes here? And depending on what his scenery looks like, he may park in the hangar. Who knows? We got room for like one more on the apron, except that we've got these big 777s that are kind of blocking the taxi lane itself. What's the next one? A 320. And ground from tower. I'm just looking at my tower view here, and I think we can fit one more on the main apron. But he'd probably have to come in via Delta because the 777 that's closer to the Golf there is not. He's sticking out a long way to the back. Yeah, got one more we can fit in the middle, so just probably have to send him in that way. Exactly. I see a couple of them are refouled outbound at least by now, so hopefully we'll get some stuff going here shortly. Empress 7662 and Air Canada 146 file is outbounds now. But it'll take 30 minutes to half an hour to turn these guys around. Dean, I think Dean would be proud of this. Never seen so many VATSIM pilots land at Windsor at the same time. And more power to us all. All right, it looks like that Air Canada parked on Charlie logged off as well, so that helps clear us out. Oh, and I'm not keeping my total going here. There's 5. That's 5 arrivals now. Still got a lot of people. I'm just going to check my other screen here. We still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people. 13 people still inbound, so we got a whole wave of flights.
Windsor Ground, hello, Air Canada 146 Heavy, information India requesting IFR back to Toronto.
Air Canada 146 Windsor Ground.
Hey Lucas,
good evening, welcome back.
Welcome to the
I have a
LiveStream.
preferred route I'm going to send you there via text. Advise if you can accept it.
And Lucas, thank you.
Absolutely, Air Canada 146 Heavy.
I'm hoping that his family's going to get a chance to watch at least part of this live stream at some point. Maybe not tonight, but maybe in the future, and be able to see how much you meant to all of us.
ILS 1-way-25.
Air Canada 157 Windsor Tower, good evening. The wind's light and variable. You're clear to land, runway 25.
Clear to land, 1-way-25, Air Canada 157.
So there goes the TBM onto the apron right there. To the small GA apron. Might be able to get some bigger airplanes over there if we really try. Maybe something smaller, but... So we have 4 airplanes over here, 2 of whom have filed flight plans back now. And the other guys are still waiting for them to refile. But we've got
And Windsor Ground, Air Canada 146 Heavy, we can accept that route.
a whole wave of arrivals
Ground
as
Empress
well.
7662.
It's going to get really busy.
Empress 7662
Wow.
Windsor
Wow.
Ground, go ahead.
It's going to get really busy in about 15 or 20
7662,
minutes.
I fired
There's
Ottawa.
a whole bunch of arrivals, and they're trying
Empress
to sort of space them out so
7662, number 2.
the Detroit controller doesn't get swamped here. But it's kind of
And Air Canada 146, great, you're clear to Toronto via the ZR3 departure, Tango transition flight plan route, depart runway 25, squawk 4453.
Okay, Air Canada 145, clear Toronto, ZR3 with the Tango transition, and runway 25, squawk 4453, Air Canada 145 Heavy.
Air Canada 146 Heavy, read back correct, push and start is at your discretion, call me ready for taxi, ATIS, India's current.
Oh no, the sim just crashed.
Push our discretion, and we'll call for taxi, Air Canada 145, and confirming India.
And Air Canada 146, disregard that, call me for push is probably better.
Oh,
Canada 146.
Microsoft, I hate you so much sometimes. Okay, restart the sim. Oh my gosh, really? Is he going to make it there? No, he's not going to make it. Air Canada 157, welcome to the Windsor Dean Roy Memorial Airport. Turn left runway 12, contact ground 121.7.
Turn left, one-way 12, contact ground, Air Canada 157.
And Empress 7662, got your clearance, advise ready, copy.
Ready, copy, Empress
Because it crashed,
7662.
it doesn't want to start again.
Empress 7662, clear to Ottawa via the ZR3 departure, SICBO transition flight plan route, depart runway 25, squawk 4454.
4454 for Empress 7662.
And Empress 7662, do you mind just reading back the entire clearance just to confirm?
ZR3, SICBO transition, runway 25, 4454 in the box, Empress 7662.
And Empress 7662, thanks, read back correct.
Just
Call me ready
taking
for
a
push and
second
start,
to try
ATIS,
and
India's
fix
current.
this.
Alright, we've got India, we'll call you for push start, Empress 7662.
Because my computer thinks the flight simulator is still running. Now it's going to take 10 minutes for it to load as well.
Ground, Air Canada 157. On one-way 12.
Air Canada
All right,
157,
well, for now you get to
Windsor
just see
ground,
my,
welcome to Windsor. Taxi to the ramp by runway 12, exit left onto, exit right on taxiway Delta, and
Alright, well,
start
what I
ramp
could
at your discretion.
do for now, while I wait for the sim to restart, is I could just do this.
One-way 12, exit right on Delta ramp, my discretion, Air Canada 157.
Oh, Lord. No, not that one. I'll close that off for a moment here. Now we're just unfortunately looking at the ground view for a few minutes here. Oh, Microsoft, how I loathe thee.
Windsor Ground, Air Canada 146 Heavy, ready push start.
And Air Canada 146 Heavy, push and start is approved, tail to the south.
Push to approve, tail south, Air Canada 145.
All right. Air Canada 2745 has respawned, and he's going to make a comeback here.
Windsor targeting Air Canada 2013 ILS 25.
Air Canada 2013, Windsor Tower, good evening. The winds are light and variable. You're clear to land, runway 25.
Clear to land 25, Air Canada 2013 Heavy.
And something's not going right with my reboot of Flight Simulator here, of course. Give me a second. Oi. Not a good technical glitch for
Windsor
you.
Ground Air Canada 1018 IFR to Toronto.
And Air Canada 1018, Windsor Ground, welcome back. I've got a preferred route for you. I'm just going to send it by text. Advise if you can accept.
Roger that.
All right.
Oh yeah, that shouldn't be a problem, Air Canada 1018. Do you need us to refile?
Negative, I can just put that in for you there.
Roger.
Air Canada 1018, you're clear to Toronto via the ZR3 departure Tango transition flight plan route. Depart runway 25, squawk 4457.
Roger, cleared to Toronto
So got our first
ZR3
departure
Tango
slot ready to go.
transition
Nice.
flight plan route
Get that big
and
777 out of the way.
4457 for Air Canada 1018.
I'll be impressed if we could pull this off and get everybody parked in and out.
Air Canada 1018, read back correct. Calling ready for push and start. ATIS India is current. Correction, India, ATIS information Juliet is now current.
Roger, we'll call you for push, Air Canada 1018.
All right, sim is still loading.
Windsor Ground, Empress 7662, ready for start.
Never fails. But it's
And
definitely looking busy
Empress
down here now.
7662. There is an aircraft currently right next to you. I'm not sure how he is on your side there. Push and start is approved tail to south. You might just want to keep an eye out for him. It's an Airbus A320neo.
Okay, understood. We only need to start. We're going to be taxiing out for Empress 7662.
Empress 7662, roger, startup approved.
Start approved, Empress 7662.
Yeah, most of these guys that I see on here, not all of them, but most of them are controllers in VATSIM here. Most of the people who feel like they've been affected by Teen, I guess, over the years.
Windsor Ground Air Canada
ready to
1018,
participate.
ready for push.
And Air Canada 1018,
Halfway
Windsor
loaded.
Ground, push and start is approved. Tail to the, let's see here, tail to the north.
Push and start approved, tail north, Air Canada 1018.
Windsor Ground, Air Canada 146 Heavy, taxi 25.
Air Canada 146 Heavy, runway 25, altimeter 3003, taxi via Gulf Foxtrot Hotel, hold short
Air Canada
runway
2013 Windsor Tower, roll it to the end, please.
Okay, altimeter 3003, we're going Golf Foxtrot Hotel and holding short runway 25, Air Canada 146 Heavy.
And Air Canada 146 Heavy, you're clear to cross runway 12.
Clear
Another
cross
arrival.
146 Heavy.
All right. Air Canada 2013, welcome to the Windsor Dean Roy
Windsor
Memorial
Ground,
Airport.
sorry, Air
Turn
Canada
left,
1018,
runway
did you say
12,
tail north?
and contact
And Air
ground
Canada
121.7.
1018, sorry, I may have
left
a
on
correction,
12,
tail
ground
south,
0.7,
sorry about that.
Tail south, Air Canada 1018, thanks.
So I got to try and keep these guys away from Foxtrot so that there's room for all these airplanes that are taxiing out now. Maybe the sim is almost loaded. No, it's almost loaded. Give it one more moment and we'll have the sim back again. Oh, the joys of live television. It is really unnerving to go and put a live television show together. It really is. Because you just never know what can go wrong. And same thing with live streaming, you just never know what can go wrong, especially when you're relying on so many technical programs and everything, and there's always something that can go wrong. It's a good variety of airplanes tonight,
Ground
too.
Air Canada 2013 on 12.
Air Canada 2013, Windsor Ground, welcome to Windsor, taxi to the ramp, fly runway 12, Exit on
This
taxiway
777's
Delta
still at
to the ramp.
7,000. I don't know if he's going to make it down in time.
Alright, 1-2 in Delta to the ramp, Air Canada 2013.
Oh, that's not going to work out well. He might be too high. Oops. Oh well. That's why he probably hasn't been handed to us yet. All right, hopefully that sim is started there. There we go. Yeah, it started. Except that it's night and we're in the wrong place. So let's back the time up again to daytime. And reconnect. Oh, that also. There we go. So now I can see what's going on here. And in a second, we'll see some airplanes. Yep, and there we go.
Windsor Tower, Canadian Express 618 Delta on a visual 25 approach.
Canadian Express 618 Delta, Windsor Tower, good evening. The winds are still light and variable. You clear to land, runway 25.
Clear to land 25, Canadian Express 618 Delta.
We got all sorts of airplanes happening at this airport now. Although I think some of these...
Windsor Ground Air Canada 1018, ready for taxi.
Air Canada 1018, runway
some of these are not
25,
right.
altimeter 3003, taxi
I
via
think my
Gulf
setting
Foxtrot
reverted
Hotel, cross runway 12.
to having AI traffic, which it's not supposed to.
Gulf Fox Hotel, hold cross 12, hold short 25, Air Canada 1018.
No, it should be 0. Maybe these are all real airplanes. Okay, good. I know like some of them are, but I thought maybe some of them were fake, so. It's about to get really kind of hectic for this tower now. This is going to be fun now. So I'm going to see if I can get my point of view back over to the tower where it's supposed to be here.
Windsor Tower, hello Victor, it's Tango Mike 218, visual approach runway 25.
Victor Tango Mike at 218, good evening. The winds are light and variable. You're number 2 to a 777. Just coming up to about a 4 or 5 mile final, caution possible wake turbulence.
Victor, Tango Mike 218, reach out.
Air Canada 2013, do you have a preferred spot for us to park?
Air Canada 2013, a negative, just pick an empty ramp there.
All right, so this is where I'm supposed to be here. In the tower. Now let's see if I can pay attention here. I'm not going to have enough time to release this one guy. Canadian Express 618 Delta, welcome to Windsor Dean Roy Memorial Airport. Turn left, runway 12, contact ground 121.7. Good night.
217 on the other side, Canadian Express 618 Delta, thanks.
Air Canada 146, contact Windsor Tower on...
Victor Tango Mike 218
on
Tower.
124.7.
Traffic is vacating at the end.
Windsor Tower
Variable, clear to land,
24.7,
runway 25.
Air Canada 146.
Clear to land runway 25, Victor, Tango Mike 218.
This guy's really kind of catching up quickly here, so I'm going to need to try and get him. So he's vacated.
Windsor Tower, this is Charlie Golf Lima Golf Sierra Type BN2 Islander with information, Juliet.
And Charlie Golf Lima Golf Sierra Windsor ground, good evening. Squawk 1203, runway 25 for departure.
1203 and expect 05, Lima Golf Sierra.
Runway 25.
Windsor Tower,
Skycraft 507 with information, Juliet.
Okay,
Last
Express 618 Delta, we're on
sorry for the
runway
call here.
Skycraft 507, Windsor Tower, good evening. You're number 2 to traffic, MD80 short final, caution possible wake turbulence.
Exit on taxiway Foxtrot.
Advise, we're gonna have to do pull around on a miss.
Thank you, Foxtrot Golf and
Skycraft 507, Roger. Are you able to maintain or to do a visual circuit?
Ground Emperor 7662, rate.
Absolutely, yeah, I can descend to around 2002 visual.
Skycraft
And Empress
507. Okay,
7662,
visual is approved.
just
Make it a
stand by for now. There's an
left-hand
aircraft pulling
circuit,
into
and
the ramp.
report for me
You'll
on
be
the
able
mid
to
left
exit
downwind.
in about 2 minutes.
Left-hand circuit report approaching base, Skycraft 507.
And Lima Gulf Sierra, read back correct.
Hello again, Air Canada 1.
Lima Golf Sierra is ready for taxi right now.
Lima Gulf Sierra, roger, runway 25,
Canada
altimeter
146, line up only runway
3003,
25.
taxi via Gulf
runway 25,
Foxtrot Hotel,
And Air Canada 146 on
and hold
departure,
short
fly
runway
heading
25,
190.
crossing 12.
190 on departure, Air Canada 146.
Lima Golf Sierra is cleared to runway 25, Golf Fox Hotel, and hold short 25, cross 05, 07, correction.
Yeah, it's cross runway 12.
Cross runway 12.
Okay, way too many. I need to filter anybody who's on the ground.
Gander, Canada 2745, cross to Washington, Reagan.
Air Canada 2745, stand by.
Victor Tango Mike
Air
218 on
Canada
Foxtrot.
1018, contact
Victor Tango,
Windsor
Mike
Tower
218, contact ground now 121.7.
124.7
Welcome to Windsor Deep
and
Memorial
just
Airport.
block Mo Charlie firm.
127, Victor.
We are Mode Charlie, Air Canada 1018, and we'll
Canada
contact
146,
Tower
just a
24/7.
brief delay here. I've got a traffic just overhead the field now. It's going to be joining a left circuit. As soon as he's clear, I'll have you airborne.
Canada 146, rider.
Ground, good day, Victor Tango Mike 218 on Foxtrot.
And I'm going to have to probably mute ground here in a minute. And Skycraft 507, if you can,
And
start
Victor
your
Tango Mike
crosswind turn now. I got traffic to depart behind you.
Windsor ground, welcome to Windsor.
Starting the
Taxi to the
crosswind,
ramp via
507.
Foxtrot,
Skycraft 507.
and hold short, corrections via Foxtrot, Gulf, and ramp at your discretion.
Foxtrot, go off to the ramp, Victor Tango Mike 218. Confirm clear to cross runway 12.
All right, Canada 146, you can contact Detroit
And Lima
Airborne
Golf
on
Sierra, hold short
118.95,
taxi
fly heading 190.
Hold short
departure.
Foxtrot, Lima
Wings light
Golf
variable,
Sierra.
clear for takeoff 25.
Air Canada 146 Heavy, heading 190 on departure, and the departure runway decimal 95, we're on the roll.
Juliet, request back car clearance to Windsor.
Charlie Foxtrot, November India Kilo, Quebec, Windsor ground, standby.
Windsor Tower, Air Canada 1018 is with you, holding short 25.
Windsor Tower 1018, or Air Canada 1018, Windsor Tower. Hold short runway 25. I gotta wait for some separation from the aircraft departing there.
Roger, we'll hold here, Air Canada 1018.
Windsor Tower, good evening, Skycraft 505, checking in on the visual 25.
Skycraft 505, Windsor Tower, good evening. Caution possible wake turbulence from a 777 departing right now. The winds are light variable.
And Victor Tango Mike 218, I'm not sure if you noticed there, but there was a Boeing 777
Skycraft 507,
in front of
traffic
you.
for you, just
You may have not seen
about a
him,
3-mile
but
final
just
company traffic. Just keep an eye out for him and you can follow him in.
Yeah, we got an eyes on. Any chance we can beat?
Sorry, looks like it was on grass.
Nope.
And Skycraft 507,
Yeah,
I
I think
prefer if
it
you
might
follow
just
him
be
in.
a
I gotta try and sort this out with departures as well.
No, he's on the ground.
Skycraft 507, follow him in.
Lima Golf Sierra still holding short of Foxtrot.
Roger, continue holding short, thanks.
Emperor 7662, looking at taxi, runway 25.
And Empress 7662, yep, just continue holding for now. There's aircraft
Skycraft
getting in
505
there.
for your planning. Plan to vacate at the end on runway 12.
All right, holding Emperor 762.
We'll plan to vacate at the end.
And Lima Golf Sierra, resume taxi.
All right, I have
Resume
to
taxi,
mute the
Lima
ground
Golf Sierra.
controller now. It's been kind of interesting and entertaining to kind of keep an eye on what's going on there, but it's just too much now. I got to focus on what's going on here. So, yeah, we just got to focus on what's going on here, and I'm losing track of. He's going to be. And Skycraft 507, you can turn the base now and try and keep you ahead of the other inbound traffic here.
Skycraft 507, turning base.
Air Canada 1018, behind the landing traffic, line up runway 25.
Line up runway 25 behind the landing traffic, Air Canada 1018.
And Air Canada 1018, you can plan a turn heading 190 when you're airborne.
190 airborne, Air Canada 1018.
Skycraft 507, thank you. Keep the turn to final square for me, please.
Roger, we'll square it off, Skycraft 507.
Skycraft 505, minimum delay to the end, please. I got traffic on final end traffic to go behind you.
Keeping the speed up, 505.
Thank you. This is not going to work, is it? I got too many airplanes all of a sudden. Oh, shoot. Air Canada 1018, be ready to roll as soon as that aircraft clears.
We're ready to go, Air Canada 1018.
Thanks. Skycraft 505, welcome to Windsor Dean Roy Memorial Airport, left turn on 12 ground 121.7.
Ground 121.7, Skycraft 505.
Air Canada 1018, airborne contact Detroit on 118.905, heading 190, clear for takeoff, runway 25, wind light and variable. Skycraft 507, the traffic's a heavy 777 rolling now, caution possible wake turbulence, winds light and variable, you're clear to land, runway 25.
Clear to land 25, we'll take that advisory, Skycraft 507.
And Skycraft 507, if you can also plan to roll all the way to the end as well, please.
Roll to the end, Skycraft 507.
Tower, good evening, it's Jazz 2664 on a right base, now turning final runway 25.
Jazz 2664, slow to your final approach speed now, you're number 2 to a, I believe it's an eclipse on about a 1 mile final.
Traffic in sight, then we'll slow it all the way back.
Now I'm starting to feel the sweat here. Things are tight and hectic here. Dean, you're making me work. Down to the end here. Skycraft 507, can you make the left turn on Foxtrot?
Yeah, we can try.
Jazz 2664, I don't think it's going to work. Pull up and go around, pull up and go around.
Going around, Jazz 2664.
Thank you for the effort anyway, Skycraft 507. Welcome to Windsor Dean Roy Memorial Airport. You can contact the ground now, 121.7.
Much appreciated, 121.7, Skycraft 507.
Jazz 2664, are you okay to fly a visual circuit there?
Yeah, we'll stay in the circuit for Jazz 2664.
Jazz 2664, thanks. Blake, a left-hand circuit, and I got nobody else inbound, so you can turn base at your discretion.
Okay, left-hand circuit, and then turn base my discretion, Jazz 2664.
It was so close. It just didn't quite work. There he goes. So close. Just, it probably would have worked, but I just didn't want to take that risk, so there he goes. He's going to fly a left-hand circuit. It was going to happen at some point. He's going to have to go all the way around. Oh, well. That's why there's a tower controller here, is to sort of sort out these things and make sure they work. And if they don't work, so be it. All right. I tried. It just didn't quite. He was just way too close. I hope they I hope whoever slide that dash 8 has got to get somebody good on it there. Somebody I can trust. I'm sorry, Jazz. Oh, Dean, look at the chaos you have caused in Windsor tonight, my friend. Not what any of us, I think, were expecting. But good times nevertheless.
Windsor Tower, Lima Golf Sierra, holding short of 25 on India.
And Lima Golf Sierra, Windsor Tower. Oh, you're here for the circuit, okay. Left-hand circuit, call me mid-left downwind with intentions. The winds are light and variable. You're cleared, clear for takeoff, runway 25 from India.
Clear for takeoff, 25 from India, left circuit, so I'll call you downwind. Lima Golf Sierra.
Someone is going to try and bankrupt me here. Doing circuits. And Travis says he made a true Canadian Express 618 style barely. So there he goes. The other guy is waiting. He just had to wait for that taxiway to clear. And now hopefully he can get Skycraft 507 taxiing. I'm trying not to do that too much, but the dash 8's in the downwind behind me here somewhere. Somewhere down here anyways. I think we've lost him. I think he's too far out there. And Jazz 2664, if you can turn base now, I got another traffic setting up for straight in final.
Yeah, turning base now for Jazz 2664.
Jazz 2664, thanks. You're number 1, the wind's light and variable, clear to land, runway 25.
Number 1, clear land, runway 25, Jazz 2664.
And the Cessna is, or the Islander is, there he is, he's airborne in the circuit. Now I'm going to have to work for my money here in Windsor. There comes Skycraft 507. You got another guy taxiing out here who's got to wait for them. So now it's becoming a little bit clogged here, but I think we can definitely still make this work. And Jazz 2664, plan to exit at the end, please.
Exit the end, Jazz 2664.
Tower, good day, Skycraft 812 is cleared to visual approach 25.
Skycraft 812, Windsor Tower, good evening. You're number 2 to a -8, about 3 miles final. Start slowing to your final approach speed.
Skycraft 812, checker marks.
I'm going to just take all these targets that are not real and that are all these ones that are on the ground. I just move them out of the way here so I can see what's going on.
Windsor Tower, Lima Golf Sierra reporting downwind 25 for stop and go.
Lima Golf Sierra, you're number 2. Start looking for a Falcon 50, about a 3-mile final. Report the traffic in sight.
I'm looking for traffic, Lima Golf Sierra.
I don't even see where Jazz is landing there. If anybody sees him, please tell me. I don't. Oh, I see him on the screen there. There he is, actually, right there. Jazz 2664, minimal delay to the end. Traffic 2-mile final behind you.
Yeah, we'll keep on rolling with the speed up, Jazz 2664.
Jazz 2664, thanks. Welcome to the Dean Roy Memorial Airport. Turn left at the end and contact ground on 121.7.
Thanks for the end, and over the ground. Thank you, sir. Great job.
Thank you.
Sierra has the traffic in sight. We're pulling in behind him.
And Lima Golf Sierra, thank you. Keep it in as tight as you feel safe. Posh possible lake turbulence behind the Falcon 50.
Lima Golf Sierra.
Skycraft 812, the winds are light and variable. Traffic's exiting at the end. You can plan to do the same. Cleared to land runway 25.
Skycraft 812, we're in the missed approach for 25.
Okay, Skycraft 812, make a left-hand circuit.
Okay, left-hand circuit, Skycraft 812.
Windsor traffic, Emperor 7662, holding short 25.
And Lima Golf Sierra, you're number 1 now. Winds are you touch and go, you said?
Touch and go, Lima Golf Sierra.
Lima Golf Sierra, thanks. You're number 1. You're cleared the touch and go runway 26. Possible wake turbulence from the Falcon in the go-around.
Lima Golf Sierra, clear touch and go 25 and check marks.
Air Canada 401, are you with me?
01, unfortunately we didn't get a descent from Detroit, so we're going to have to go missed.
Air Canada 401, no problem. Fly runway heading for now. Actually, if you can widen out to the right about 10-20 degrees for me.
Okay, to the right, 10-20 degrees for Air Canada 401.
Air Canada 401, thanks. I got a couple going in the circuit here, and including one on a touch and go right now. You're going to have to be following here.
Windsor Tower, Emperor 7662, holding short 25.
Emperor 7662, roger that. I'll have you going here as soon as I can. And Emperor 7662, for your planning purposes, on departure will be a turn to heading 190.
190 on departure, Emperor 7662.
Hey, Tower, hello, helicopter Alpha Lima Alpha, inbound, apron 1.
Alpha Lima Alpha, good evening. Continue inbound. Actually, let's see, what can I do with you here? Maintain 3000 for now. I got a couple aircraft in the circuit. Are you okay to land directly at apron 1?
Yeah, that would be ideal. We'll stay at 3 for now, Alpha Lima Alpha.
Yeah, Alpha Lima Alpha. I got a couple in the circuit at 2000. All right, Skycraft 812, just remain at 2000 if you can. I got a Eurocopter about 5-6 miles off to your 1 o'clock position, inbound at 3000. He's going to pass over you.
Yeah, Skycraft 812, maintain 2000, and we're ready to turn base as soon as you're able.
Skycraft 812, you're number 1. The winds are light and variable. You're clear to land runway 25.
Okay, clear to land 25, Skycraft 812.
And Lima Golf Sierra, keep the circuit in tight for me, please.
We'll keep it tight, Lima Golf Sierra.
Air Canada 401, you can turn your crosswind.
Turning crosswind, Air Canada 401.
Alpha Lima Alpha, I'm going to bring you, basically, if you can just fly overhead runway 30 for now, and I'll get you a descent once you get past this aircraft in the circuit.
Okay, we'll overfly the field over the number 30, Alpha Lima Alpha.
Alpha Lima Alpha, thank you. And Air Canada 401, I see you're in a right-hand circuit. That actually works really well for me. Make a right-hand circuit, and I'll sequence you in here with the other traffic.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we're just continuing the right turn, Toronto downwind for Air Canada 401.
401, thanks.
Lima Golf Sierra, calling midwind 25, stop and go.
Lima Golf Sierra, your traffic's just turning final. The Falcon 50 again, number 2.
Looking for traffic, Lima Golf Sierra.
Alpha Lima Alpha. Traffic for you to look for is an Islanders in the mid-left downwind for runway 25.
Traffic in sight, Alpha Lima Alpha.
Alpha Lima Alpha, you're cleared to descend past behind the traffic, and you're cleared to land apron 1 at your discretion. The winds are light and variable.
Behind the traffic, apron 1 our discretion, Alpha Lima Alpha.
Skycraft 812, plan to exit at the end.
Windsor Tower, Charlie Golf Oscar, November Oscar, with you, we are descending and turning on final runway 25.
Oscar November Oscar, Windsor Tower, good evening. You're going to be number 3. I'll have a sequence for you momentarily. Break. Air Canada 401, you can start turning crosswind. I'm going to make you number 2 here for the field.
Turning crosswind, Air Canada 401.
Your traffic is about to turn final as an Islander.
Looking, Air Canada 401.
Lima Golf Sierra, pull up and go around, make a left-hand circuit.
Going around Lima Golf Sierra, left-hand circuit.
Skycraft 812, exit left at the end, contact ground 121.7. Welcome to the Windsor Dean Roy Memorial Airport.
Left to the end 1217, thanks for the help, Skycraft 812.
Thank you. Oscar November Oscar, look for traffic, Air Canada Airbus. He's just turning the right base about your 1 to 2 o'clock for about 3 miles.
And we have your traffic inside for Oscar November Oscar.
Oscar November Oscar, thank you very much. Follow the traffic. Caution possible wake turbulence. You're number 2 to him.
All right, we're going to follow the traffic and number 2 for approach.
Air Canada 401, winds are light and variable. You're clear to land runway 25.
Clear to land runway 25, Air Canada 401.
I know you guys in the holding bay are all waiting. I'll get you going after about 2 more arrivals here.
Windsor Tower, Empress 7662, we're good for immediate departure.
Empress 7662, okay. You're clear to immediate departure runway 25. The winds are light and variable. Departure as Detroit 1895 airborne, heading 190.
1895, clear for takeoff, runway 25, Empress 7662, thanks.
Air Canada 401, continue. You're still number 1, just departing 1.
Canada 2745, lining up, holding short at 25.
Air Canada 2745, hold short 25. Got to have 2 arrivals, then I'll get you going.
Copy all.
Lima Golf Sierra, extend the downwind. I'll call your base. I got to get at least a couple departures out here.
Extend the downwind and you'll call my base, Lima Golf Sierra.
I'm losing track of how many operations we
got. And Tower for Canada 2745, any chance we can get the lids departure? I'm not sure why we got the Windsor departure.
Air Canada 2745, unfortunately, I'm not sure I could do anything about that right now. I'll have to work something out with terminal. Give me a minute here. That is way too close. I shouldn't have fallen for that. Air Canada 401, plan to exit at the end. Welcome to the Windsor Dean Roy Memorial Airport. Left on 12 and ground 121.7. That's the helicopter there.
Yeah, we might be going way past the end of the runway. We'll give it our best shot.
Do your best.
Dean would have been very happy with all this chaos, I have to say.
He is laughing at us from somewhere. Oscar November, Oscar, you're number 1, the wind's light and variable. You're clear to land runway 25, caution possible wake turbulence.
Alright, clear to land runway 25 for Oscar November.
Helicopter Alpha Lima Alpha landing assured turn 1, good day.
Oscar Alpha Lima Alpha, Roger. And Air Canada 2745. Might be a little bit more of a delay if I wait for an answer from Detroit. Do you want to just take the Windsor 5 departure for now?
Yeah, who cares?
That's the spirit. You'll get the vectors the same place anyways. Air Canada 2745, plan heading 190 on departure, and I'll have you going in a moment here.
Okay, we'll plan 190, take your time. Maybe Detroit will answer that way.
That was way closer than I would have liked, honestly, but whatever. The thing is, we're still having fun.
Okay, 2745, we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Okay, 2745, and I had a spot for you. All right, Lima Golf Sierra, I apologize. Turn base now.
We're turning base, Lima Golf Sierra.
Oscar November, Oscar, turn left on Foxtrot. Welcome to the Dean Roy Memorial Airport. You can contact ground on 121.7.
2745 back.
2745, you're recleared via the Lids 2 departure off of runway 25, balance unchanged.
Balance unchanged via the lids. Air Canada 2745.
Air Canada 2745, thanks. Line up runway 25.
Line up 25, Air Canada 2745.
Wow, that was quite the little burst of activity there. Holy moly. That is exactly how Dean would have liked it. Golf Oscar November Oscar, contact ground 121.7. Good night.
Alright, ground 121.7. Thanks for the help. Have a good night. Oscar November.
Thank you. Air Canada 2745, contact Detroit 118.95 airborne, fly heading 190, winds are light and variable, you cleared for takeoff, runway 25.
Clear for takeoff 25, 118.5 on the runway, Canada 2745, thanks. Have a good night.
And Air Canada 2745, the frequency 118.95.
118.95, sorry about that.
No problem. That's why we have readbacks, so make sure we all get it right.
Windsor Tower, Foxtrot November, India, Quebec, holding short, runway 25, ready for departure.
November, India, Quebec, stand by. And November, India, Quebec, just hold short runway 25. I'm going to just have one arrival, and then and I'll get you going here.
Hold short 25, November, India, Quebec.
And Lima Golf Sierra, did you say a touch and go on this round as well?
Yes, it is, Lima Golf Sierra.
All right, Lima Golf Sierra. Winds are light and variable. Caution possible wake turbulence from the departing. What have I got here? 319 ahead. You're cleared the touch and go. Runway 25.
Clear touch and go. Runway 25. Lima Golf Sierra. If she tips, she tips.
Still got more arrivals. We're not done yet. Whew.
Tower for Canada 2745 visit, still 190 heading on departure.
A for Americano 2745 heading 190, and just make sure you tell Detroit you did get the Liz 2 departure.
Will do.
All right. It's supposed to be 700. That gets rid of all the airplanes on the ground. That's what I was looking for, was to get rid of those airplanes on the ground. There's a lot of airplanes on the ground. All right. November, India, Quebec. Lineup runway 25 on departure. It'll be heading 190.
Line up runway 25, heading 190 on departure, November, India, Quebec.
Just wait for this guy to turn his crosswind. There he is. November, India, Quebec. The traffic ahead is in the left-hand circuit. Contact Detroit Terminal 118.905. Once you're airborne, the wind's light and variable. Clear for takeoff, runway 25.
Detroit airborne, clear takeoff, 25, November, India, Quebec.
I'm probably my tower view is MSFS. Yes, that is correct. And yeah, so nice to see so many people out here controlling and flying. So nice to see so many controllers got a chance to fly too. My sim is not available to fly, so I really wanted to make sure I got this and got a live stream and got a chance to show Teen one last time that you know, we're all thinking of him and we're all working hard for him. This boy, are we working hard? Oh my God. This is
Lima Golf Sierra, left downwind 25, touch and go.
Lima Golf Sierra, you're number 1.
Number 1, Lima Golf Sierra.
That's a Banda Randy, that's what the 110 is. There goes the yeah, Lima Golf Sierra, traffic's airborne, the winds are light and variable, you're cleared to touch and go, runway 25.
Clear touch and go, runway 25, Lima Golf Sierra.
I'm going to have to watch this video just to recount and make sure my numbers are accurate here, but I'm up to about 21 operations so far and counting, not including go-arounds. There, getting rid of those airplanes finally kind of made everything a little bit more visible here. So there's the 172, there's the Embraer. Everything's looking pretty good here. And then there he is. There's the traffic turn and final there. That is kind of fun. Yeah, thanks, Mark.
Windsor Tower, Skycraft 509, ILS runway 25.
Skycraft 509, Windsor Tower, good evening. You're number 1. Continue.
Number 1, Skycraft 509.
Just want to see him up in the air again. Another airplane taxiing out in front of me here. It really is kind of nice to have this tower view. Like, this is how you would actually control, really, is by looking out the window more than anything else. Skycraft 509, the wind's light and variable. You're clear to land, runway 25.
Clear to land, 25, Skycraft 509.
The only thing that would make this tower view even better is if I had my Track IR headset available, so I could actually just look around and look at what's going on around the tower. Although it would probably be really weird for people trying to watch the stream, but we got another departure taxiing. Arcana 157. Nice. Another one for push and start. Skycrafts are all going to turn around and go back. All these guys are going to turn around and go back and do another operation each. So I honestly have lost track, though. I've been trying to track things as people take off and land, and I'm just it's been too much, especially when it sort of started to get a little chaotic there. There's the Embraer coming in.
Lima Golf Sierra, left downwind 25, another touch and go, please.
Lima Golf Sierra, number 2, traffic's Banderanti on about a 3-mile final.
Traffic in tight, Lima Golf Sierra.
Lima Golf Sierra behind the traffic.
Following behind the traffic, Lima Golf Sierra.
least he keeps the circuits nice and tight too. This guy's really, wherever he is in this circuit, he's just past the end of the runway, so he's somewhere up here. Can't see him, I don't know why. Should be somewhere right here. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's keeping these really tight. He's like right over the tower on the circuit here. Meanwhile, the other airplane, there he is with lights. It's nothing but a flashing light. The model is broken. It's nothing but a flashing light. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm going to have to rewatch the whole stream to count how many operations we actually had here in Windsor, because I'm trying to keep track. I've got a tally going, but I think it's wrong because I think I've double counted a couple of them and maybe forgotten some of this. Probably about right, but anyways, I want to see what the actual operation is, so I'll have to just wait and see. Skycraft 509. Looks like I got nobody outbound. Turn left on Foxtrot. Welcome to the Windsor Dean Roy Memorial Airport. You can contact ground 121.7.
21.7, and thank you. Skycraft 509.
Lima Golf Sierra, the wind's light and variable. You're cleared the touch and go, runway 25.
Good touch and go, runway 25, Lima Golf Sierra.
Yeah, there was a couple there that probably were tighter than they should have been. I'm not a professional. I don't claim to be. I do the best I can. I shouldn't have fallen for it. I should have stuck to my guns and not given him a departure clearance, but it's easy to say that now. Go to VATSIM stats for the session details, yeah. And he's airborne again. Air Canada 157 with the tower. All right, it's gotten kind of quiet now, so I feel like I could turn the ground controller's frequency back on.
Ground Air Canada 157, holding short, runway 25.
I feel like most of the event is done now, but there's a few.
Air Canada 157, sorry about that. Contact Windsor Tower 124.7. Have a good flight. Thanks for flying. Thanks for the patience as well.
No problem. Over to tower. Thanks for the ATC. Air Canada 157. Tower, Air Canada 157, holding short, runway 25.
Air Canada 157 Windsor Tower. Hello. Let's see here. On departure, fly heading 190. Contact Detroit on that heading 118.905. The winds are light and variable. You're clear for takeoff, runway 25.
Heading 190, and can you say the frequency again for Air Canada 157?
Air Canada 157 Detroit on 118.905.
118.905, Air Canada 157.
So we got another inbound here.
And clear for takeoff, runway 25, Air Canada 157.
157, roger. Another inbound here. Dean.
Lima Golf Sierra on down 125, touch and go again.
Lima Golf Sierra, extend the downwind just a little bit. I've just got to give a little bit of room for this aircraft to get rolling on runway 25. You're number 1.
We'll extend it down just a little bit, thank you, Lima Golf Sierra.
And Lima Golf Sierra, the aircraft is just turning into position now. You can turn base anytime.
Windsor ground.
Turning base, Lima Golf Sierra.
Skycraft 021, go ahead.
Yeah, Windsor Ground, good evening, Skycraft 021, information Juliet's on board, looking for IFR clearance to Oshawa.
And Skycraft 021, clear to Oshawa via the Highway 3 departure Brock transition flood plan route. Depart runway 23 squawk 4455.
And Lima Golf Sierra, traffic is rolling. Caution possible wake turbulence from the departing 320. The winds are light and variable. Cleared to land runway, or cleared for touch and go runway 25.
Cleared touch and go runway 25. Lima Golf Sierra.
Trying to keep this tally.
Ground Skycraft 021, confirm that it's runway 23 for departure.
Runway 25.
Sure, just apologies, I thought I heard runway 25. Anyway, we're clear to Oshawa, Highway 3 departure, Brock transition, flight planned route, depart off 25 squawk 4455 for Skycraft 21.
And Skycraft 21, read back correct. Push and start is at your own discretion. Calling ready for taxi. ATIS Juliet is current.
Airborne somewhere. Where'd he go? There he is. He's already in the turn. There's always a little bit of a lag on radar. And my other aircraft on final. There it is.
Ground Skycraft 509.
Windsor Tower, good evening, Air Canada 192 on Divisional 25.
We're shutting down. Thank you for the ATC.
Air Canada 192, Windsor Tower,
and
good
Skycraft
evening.
509, not a problem.
You're
Thanks
number
for flying.
2, although the traffic ahead just fell off the radar. Stand by.
Roger, Air Canada 192.
Windsor Ground, Skycraft 506, engines running, we're ready to taxi.
And Skycraft 506, runway 25, altimeter 3003, taxi via Gulf, Foxtrot Hotel, cross runway 12, hold your runway 25.
Go Foxtrot, cross 30
Hotel
and contact tower holding short runway 25, Skycraft 506.
Lima Golf Sierra, are you still here?
Lima Golf Sierra is still in the air, yep.
Okay, Lima Golf Sierra, I just lost you there for the network for a moment. You're on the go now?
Yep. I'm currently at 1,000 feet.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, I just lost you off radar there for a moment. The network glitched you out. Air Canada 192, the winds are light and variable. You're clear to land runway 25.
Runway 25, Air Canada 192.
Lima Golf Sierra, we'll check our V-pilot when we're on downwind.
Lima Golf Sierra, yeah, you can have a look at it. It looks like it's good now, but just when you were on final there, you just vanished off my radar for about 20 or 30 seconds.
And attention all aircraft on frequencies. Windsor Ground will be closing up here. Contact tower 124.7 for any further communication. Thanks for flying Windsor. Have a good night.
Thanks for the service, Ava. Take care.
Air Canada 192, welcome to Windsor Dean Roy Memorial Airport. Roll it all the way to the end, turn left on runway 12.
I'll roll over all the way to the end and turn left on 12, Air Canada 192.
Windsor Tower Lima Golf Sierra would like a power off 180 and a full stop.
The Lima Golf Sierra, that's approved. Your number 1, traffic's just rolling out.
Number 1, and we're good to go, 25 Lima.
And Lima Golf Sierra, affirmative 25, and I'll have a landing clearance for you in about 20 seconds.
Lima Golf Sierra.
Dean. He's laughing at us from somewhere, that's for sure. He would have enjoyed this night. Lima Golf Sierra, the winds are light and variable. You're clear to land, runway 25.
Clear to land runway 25, Lima Golf Sierra.
Air Canada 192, welcome to Windsor Dean Roy Memorial Airport. To taxi runway 12, Foxtrot Golf to the apron.
12, Foxtrot Golf to the apron, Air Canada 192. Thank you so much.
All right, Lima Golf Sierra gets another arrival. So we're up to almost 20 operations in 2 hours, which for Windsor's pretty good. that's more operations than Windsor's probably seen all year. So it's just one of those airports.
Good job on the P180.
Thank you.
And Lima Golf Sierra, are you done for the night?
Yes, we are.
Lima Golf Sierra, roll it down to Foxtrot, left on Foxtrot, please.
Left on Foxtrot, Lima Golf Sierra.
Yeah, Travis Dean would be happy to know the traffic, the havoc he has created. And oh no, Air Canada 192 started the wrong way.
Windsor ground, hello, it's Skycraft 791 medevac. We're coming up short of Echo here, ready for taxi 25.
Air Canada 192, looks like you took a right on Alpha. Just hold position there. I'm just going to see if I can get this medevac snuck out ahead of you there.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Air Canada 192.
No problem. Skycraft 791, runway 25, the information Juliet, the altimeter 3003. Taxi the apron there at your discretion. Golf, Foxtrot, and a hotel. Cross runway 12.
Okay, apron at discretion, Golf, Foxtrot Hotel, cleared across runway 12, Skycraft 791 medevac.
Lima Golf Sierra. Lima Golf Sierra, I tell you what, let's do this. I'm just trying to get a medevac out, so if you can make the right turn there, still back onto the runway as I used to, can you still do that?
Do you see the aircraft I'm flying?
It looks like a Baron to me, so. Lima Golf Sierra, perfect. Thank you so much. Taxi down to the end and vacate left on runway 12.
Left on 12, Lima Golf Sierra.
Air Canada 192, do you see the Falcon 50 taxiing at your 2 o'clock on the apron there?
Yeah, Air Canada 192. Thanks.
I'm sorry, it was at your 10 o'clock. Okay, Air Canada 192, continue Alpha Golf to the apron.
Alpha Golf to the apron, Air Canada 192, sorry for that.
Not a problem.
Tower, Skycraft 506, holding short 25, ready.
Skycraft 506, line up only runway 1, correction, line up only runway 25 on departure, it'll be heading 190.
Line up runway 25 on departure, be 190, Skycraft 506.
And Lima Golf Sierra, are you going back to the general aviation apron?
Lima Golf Sierra, A-firm.
Lima Golf Sierra, taxi runway 12 and Alpha into the apron. Thank you for that.
12, then Alpha, Lima Golf Sierra. Yep.
See ya. All right. So there's the medevac there trying to depart. So I'm just trying to get people around him to try and minimize the delay. There's the Air Canada 192 who turned on the wrong taxi, but that's okay. It's still working out just fine. He has to make it down to the end. And he has Skycraft 506 going on there. Whew. Skycraft 506, traffic's vacating at the end. Contact Detroit 118.905 airborne and heading 190, clear for takeoff runway 25, Windsor light and variable.
Say again that frequency, sorry, for airborne?
Airborne 118.905 for Detroit.
Okay, 118.905 airborne, clear takeoff runway 25, Skycraft 506, good night.
Skycraft 506, good night. I can't believe we managed to do that, and we also managed to not completely congest the ramp, which is pretty impressive to me. I'm pretty yeah, I'm pretty impressed by that we didn't completely clog the apron. I thought we'd clog the apron with all these arrivals, but everyone turned around just fast enough that we cleared people out. We kind of got a little creative, and it worked out just fine. So here's the Air Canada. Let's see here. Sorry, the 791 is now taxiing. This guy's now departing. Oh, no, sorry, that's the, not him. Sky 506 already departed, yeah. Lima Golf Sierra is right there. The other aircraft that just got airborne. Where'd he go? He just turned. Oh, yeah, he cranked it around really quick, really quick there. I love these turns to 190 because you got to get these aircraft turning because otherwise they're pointing right towards Detroit, and Detroit gets very angry. So we got still got more arrivals. Still got a handful more people trying to go into Windsor. Guys, you got about an hour. So if you're not off the ground now, get her going quick here because I don't want to say you're running out of time, but you're getting close to the end here anyways. Got a couple departures back to Oshawa though. Overall, it's looking pretty good. Skycraft 510. Off to Oshawa, runway 25. How 3 to Brock, and then St. Catharines. Yeah, that sounds right. 7,000. Okay. There he is taxiing out for departure. Skycraft 791 medevac on departure. Fly heading 190. Contact Detroit 118.905 airborne. The winds are light and variable. Clear for takeoff, runway 25.
Okay, heading 190 in the air, clear takeoff, runway 25, Skycraft 791 medevac.
It's another departure. I think I didn't count the previous one. I don't know. I've totally lost track. I've got at least 25, 26 operations here, and there might be more than that. We got this one guy inbound that took off, and he's coming back for another approach. We got information kilo now. I'm enjoying having the tower view, though. It is, for controlling a control tower, having the tower view up is nice. I'm looking at the radar probably way more than I should. That's because I don't really have a good way to kind of really look around quickly, and that's what Track IR kind of does for you. You can really kind of look around really carefully and short and very slowly but smoothly.
Okay, 192, we're just going to disconnect out, but have a great night.
Air Canada 192, you as well. We'll hopefully see you again next time. What am I looking for here? Sorry, I'm just trying to look at something here. I haven't really looked at this How 3 departure, but I think I know what it says. I think I've seen it before.
Windsor Towers, Skycraft 510, IFR to Oshawa.
Skycraft 510 Windsor Tower, good evening. You're clear to Oshawa via the How 3 departure, Brock transition, and the flight plan route. Departure runway is 25, squawk code is 4467.
Roger, cleared to Oshawa via the How 3 departure, and Brock, then flight plan route, runway 25, squawk 4467 for Skycraft 510, and we do have information, Juliet.
Skycraft 510, thank you. The readback is all correct. The information is now kilo, but it ain't changing much.
Roger, information kilo, Skycraft 510.
510, Roger. Let me know when you're ready for taxi.
We're trying to expedite because company traffic is a bit ahead of us, but we'll call you shortly.
Sounds good.
The joys of having parents that interrupt your flight.
I had to try really hard to get somewhere quiet to do this tonight.
Yeah, right. Windsor Tower, Skycraft 021 taxi.
Skycraft 021 tower. Information is now kilo, the altimeter 3002, runway 25. Taxi down runway 12, Foxtrot and hotel to hold short 25.
We'll taxi down 12, Foxtrot Hotel, hold short at 25, Skycraft 021.
So for some reason this did not trigger properly, but there it goes. And then there's this guy who for some reason is overhead the field. Off the end of the runway there. Having a hard time spotting the field for some reason. Alright, so the other guy that's taxiing out is this guy over here, who is a Phenom, but it looks like a bloody Airbus. Jeez, look at that thing. one more arrival here, and then we don't have anything for a little while. We got 3 more inbounds. 3 more inbounds. The last one. And then there's somebody departing Cincinnati, but they probably will not make it in time.
Windsor Tower, Skycraft 021, can I enter runway 12 at Alpha? I'm trying my best not to end up on the grass.
Yeah, Skycraft 021 there. Yeah, no problem. Left turn on Alpha, taxi Alpha 12 Foxtrot Hotel.
I'd like to left on Alpha, then taxi down 12 Foxtrot Alpha, hold short. Alpha 25, Skycraft 021.
So November Indy Quebec is doing the full procedure approach to runway 25. There's something you don't see every day, that's for sure.
Windsor Tower, Foxtrot November, New Quebec, cleared NDB runway 25 on the outbound now.
November India Quebec, Windsor Tower, good evening, runway 25. Information is Kilo, report the beacon final.
Report beacon final, Foxtrot November, New Quebec.
It's not something you say very often anymore, report the beacon final.
Windsor Tower, Skycraft 510 with information Kilo now, ready to taxi, runway 25.
Skycraft 510, information is Kilo, the altimeter is 3002, runway 25, taxi Golf Foxtrot and hold short of runway 12 for now.
Golf, Foxtrot, and hold short, runway 12, Golf, Skycraft 510.
So the strike controller says he doesn't think he's ever given anyone that kind of approach clearance before. I just told him, you know, you're a hardcore nerd when, again, Dean would be like super proud of this. Guys like doing like things that like a helicopter, like we had a helicopter land. Like I can't tell you the last time I saw a helicopter on the network. It's been a long time. So it was nice to kind of see that and slot that in nicely. So it worked out pretty well, but it was kind of congested. All right, and there goes. And Skycraft 510. You see the company at your 1 o'clock there, just turning on to Foxtrot at 12.
A firm, would you like me to continue on Golf?
And Skycraft 510, continue Foxtrot and hotel behind the company traffic, cross runway 12.
I see what you're up to. Okay, roger. Continue Foxtrot behind company traffic, cross 12. Skycraft 510.
You got it. Yeah, you know you're a hardcore nerd when you're doing full procedure NDB approaches during an event in a Baron. No, it's not a Baron, it's a King Air. Regardless, that is some hardcore. Yeah, I can't think of the last time I cleared anybody for an NDB approach. It has been a long time. It used to be about 5, 7, 8 years ago. There used to be a bunch of guys that did them quite a lot. But even like NAV Canada has rescinded most of the NDB approaches that existed out there. Like there are very few airports where there's even an NDB approach left. It's just such antiquated technology that none of the airports even maintain them anymore. Most NAV Canada went and looked at it and said, nobody's doing these approaches. Why are we maintaining these NDBs when nobody's doing these approaches? Everyone's doing GPS RNAV approaches if they can't do an ILS. So yeah, they looked at it a while ago and they've decommissioned most of the NDBs and most of the NDB approaches. Even Toronto has only, I think Toronto has only 2 NDBs left. I think 1.5 left and 3.3 right are the only approaches that have like an NDB left on final. All the other NDBs have been decommissioned. Most airports, the NDBs have been just gone. So kudos on this person for finding an airport that had an NDB approach and doing it. All right, let's see how these guys do on their taxi out. So there's 21 is first and 510 behind him. Yeah, they may. If I can get one out before the arrival, would be great because then we'd have some spacing. But I don't think I don't think they're going to finish backtracking there until this guy's almost on final. Let's see, there's two more inbounds, three more inbounds. Yeah, after NIQ, there are three more inbounds, and that will pretty much take us right up to 10 p.m., which is when we're going to pull the plug for the evening. But it turned into a very interesting. Let's see, and he's in a Phenom, so he should be able to get going pretty quick. It's not a big, heavy airplane. I would think he should be able to get going pretty quick. Tell you, there's quite a lot of activity though on the VATSIM network tonight. Not all of it is here for Dean, but we got our fair shake here. We got a good 20 or 30 guys that we want to give our last respects here. And even the president of VATSIM, I was talking with him the other night, and he said that he was very disappointed. He already had a prior commitment, wasn't going to be able to make it, but he was very disappointed that it wasn't going to work out.
Tower, November, Quebec, speaking inbound, planning this.
And November, India, Quebec. You're number 1. The winds are light and variable. Clear to land, runway 25.
It's line 25, November, Quebec.
Skycraft 21. It's just going to be a minute or so delay for an inbound traffic there.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, we had some checklists to run through, so yeah, it works out well.
Perfect. All right, he should be somewhere.
Windsor Tower, November, Quebec, going left.
November, India, Quebec. Roger. Did you want to do a circuit to return?
Request vectors ILS 25. November, Quebec.
Okay, November, India, Quebec. Fly heading 190, climb maintain 3000.
Heading 190, 3000, November, Quebec.
And November, India, Quebec, you can contact Detroit Terminal 118.95 with request.
1895, November, Quebec.
Skycraft 021, line up runway 25.
Line up runway 25, Skycraft 021.
And Skycraft Skycraft 021, it'll be a short delay just for spacing from the traffic in the go-around ahead. You can plan heading 190 airborne.
Plan 190 airborne, Skycraft 021, thanks. Skycraft 510 holding short runway 25 behind company traffic, taking active.
Skycraft 510, thank you. Be short delay for separation.
Skycraft 510, roger.
Is he gonna climb? Yeah, no, he's gonna stay there. Okay, looks like he's in a turn. I see him actually be a decent distance away or in a turn at least. Skycraft 021, airborne, turn left heading 190, contact Detroit 118.905 airborne. The winds are light and variable, clear to takeoff, runway 25.
On departure, 190, contact Detroit 118.95, clear takeoff, runway 25, Skycraft 021.
Skycraft 510, behind the departing company traffic, line up only runway 25, line up and wait 25, it'll be short delay for separation.
Roger, after company traffic, we'll line up and wait, runway 25, Skycraft 510.
It's funny because this one's an Eclipse jet, so he's going to be cruising at 210. This guy's flying in a Banderanti, and he's going to be down at 7,000 for the exact same flight.
Tower Skycraft 021, just for clarification, you said it's 118, or 118.95 airborne?
Skycraft 021, that is correct, 118.905 for Detroit.
Skycraft 021, thanks.
All right, we got about a half an hour to go here. How are our inbounds doing here? They're getting here. One guy may not get here in time because he's flying in a Beach Baron. So he's pedal to the metal, and he's still going to be a little bit late. I'm glad that my connection issues are better now, because boy, that was getting really frustrating for a while there. It was not a good connection for a while.
Evening Tower, Nordair 111 with 2 visual, runway 25.
Nordair 111, Windsor Tower, good evening. Continue number 1.
Continue, we're number 1, Nordair 111.
Skycraft 510. On departure, fly heading 190. Contact Detroit 118.905 when airborne. The winds are light variable, clear for takeoff, runway 25.
Roger, after departure, fly heading 190, and then contact Detroit, I assume center, 118.95 for Skycraft 510, clear takeoff 25.
It's Detroit approach, but I'm sure he'll enjoy the promotion.
Approach, Roger, Skycraft 510.
You gotta enjoy this. There he is. Nordair 111, Windsor. The winds are light variable, the traffic's airborne, clear to land, runway 25.
Check the winds, clear to land 25, thank you, Nordair 111.
I do have to also say, and I hope someone has said it officially, but I just need to definitely say thank you to all these guys in Cleveland, especially this one controller who's working the approach control, and off he disappears into the clouds. That is just really helping support this event today. Because it definitely would have been a lot more challenging without somebody to help get all these airplanes established. Definitely not, I think, what they signed up for when they organized their event, which long predated this, of course. But nevertheless, it's gratifying to see that they, as a community, we can come together too. Even though a lot of those guys did not know Dean particularly well, they still can come together and say, yeah, this is somebody that we want to help other people, at least certainly in their attempts to honor him. So that is greatly appreciated. There he is. He's on final. And November in Quebec is on the way back. And Phil says he is going to pass along to Cleveland that we appreciate their efforts. And I did, because I did also talk to a couple other guys in the VAT USA division. I talked to Evan the other night, and he agreed to post something in the VAT USA Discord just to sort of give everybody in VAT USA a heads up on what was going on here in Windsor and what had happened, of course. So just to give them a heads up.
The tower, Foxtrot, November, in Quebec, cleared ILS 25.
November in Quebec, your number 2 traffic's just over the numbers.
Foxtrot, November, in Quebec.
Let's see if he makes it there. Looks like he's going to make it. It's going pretty slow there. Nord Air 111, welcome to the Windsor Dean Roy Memorial Airport. If you got Foxtrot there, no, looks like you just missed it. No problem, taxi runway 12 and Foxtrot Golf to the apron.
Yeah, sorry we missed it. Runway 12 Fox Golf, the apron, order 111, thank you.
No problem. Take your time. The traffic behind you is about a 6 mile final right now.
Roger.
Thought he was going to make it. I think he almost made it, but just not quite. All right, so it's another arrival. Now I'm the ground controller as well because my ground controller switched to a different position, so now I'm working both positions, but unfortunately it quieted down. I would not have been able to handle it during that peak there. That's a good thing we had a ground controller on for a while. That definitely helped. November India Quebec is on final there. I'm just going to zoom out a bit and we can watch this guy taxi in here. India Quebec is about a 3 mile final. Yeah, Dean would have been happy with this, with the chaos he created, but also I think just the number of people he managed to get online. It's been a while since Toronto's had a good number of people online at the same time, so it's kind of nice to see that it all worked out. We were able to get enough controllers to provide the service that was needed. Here he goes. Should be seeing the other guy on final shortly. It's almost
The tower, November, in Quebec, short final 25.
November to Quebec, my apologies, clear to land 25.
Clear to land 25, November, in Quebec.
There he is, I see him. Yeah, I might slip up, but can't all be perfect every time. All right, there's another arrival. November Indy Quebec, welcome to the Windsor Dean Roy Memorial Airport, and you heading to apron 1?
Affirm, November Indy Quebec.
November Indy Quebec, continue Foxtrot cross runway 12 Golf to apron 1.
Foxtrot cross 12 Golf, Fox November Indy Quebec.
So he's taxiing in, he's just parking right there. That's kind of it for a couple minutes here, but I think in about another 10 minutes or so, we got one more arrival. And then about another 10 minutes after that, we got one more arrival. I don't know if this one's really going to make it here. He's giving her. He's definitely giving it 171 knots. He's doing pretty good for a Beach Baron, but he's kind of pushing the limit of that. Oh, and there's the handoff right now already for Jazz 548, who is the next arrival. There he goes. He's parked.
And Tower Northern 111 Gate, thank you for the great service, Rob, and have a nice night.
Nordair 111, no problem. Have yourself a good night as well. Glad you made it.
Just in time.
He was the one that was going to do had to land in Montreal and then fly here, so good that he picked up something and got here in time. I definitely have to go through this video though and add up the number of arrivals and departures because I definitely think my tally's wrong. I don't know what it's wrong by, but I definitely think I don't think I think I might have double counted a couple guys. I don't really care too much. At the end of the day, what does it really matter? I mean, is it just a donation? It's not that much.
And Windsor Tower Jazz 548 on the visual for 25, 3,000 feet.
Jazz 548, Windsor Tower, good evening. Here number 1, the winds are light and variable. Clear land, runway 25.
Clear land 25, Jazz 548, thanks.
Nice. Good night, Windsor. Just as a curiosity, I'm just going to put it right to live time for a second here, if it'll pop up for me. No, doesn't want to do it. Weird. That's good. That's strange. That works. I can't seem to get the weather window up here. That's weird. That's okay. We'll just leave it as it is right now. It's fine. I just wanted to see how dark it actually was right now, but airport details. Let's see here. We're actually going to get 3 more arrivals. 2 more just before 02 Zulu and 1 right after 02 Zulu. And since that guy's pretty close, I'm just going to wait till the last minute and let him get him in, and then I'll shut her down. Looks like both these guys logged off. Nordair 111 and November Indy Quebec both logged off, so they're gone. Just waiting for this guy to land. Now it's going to be a little bit quiet. I don't think we're having any more departures, unfortunately. I think that's it. So just wait for these couple of landers to come in, and that'll be it. But yeah, nevertheless, I think that was a great event. I think Dean would have been impressed with our ability to pull it off so quickly, and just like I'm impressed with how many people were more than willing to just hop on there and get those flights done and get some hours in there. I think that was a fantastic. I think it was a fantastic idea. I think it's exactly what he would have enjoyed. And the Toronto Chief just posted as well. Sincerest thanks to everyone who was able to control Fly Tonight in memory of Dean. Nights like this just reiterate what an amazing community this is. I'm sure Dean has a smile on his face and a snarky comment in hand about something ridiculous. that Cleveland has asked us to do. Again, thank you all. That's so perfect. Just looking to see if there's anything else in here that's been written recently. But anyways, I think that there isn't much else left to say. Jazz should be showing up momentarily here. He's about 3 miles final now. He gave us a call when he was a long way out. He's getting there. Yeah, it says the CGZEG flight should be landing just about at on the hour. Oh, there's Jazz. It's not quite showing up correctly, I think. Looks to me more like the generic business jet than the proper CRJ. Yeah. Jazz 548, welcome to the Windsor Dean Roy Memorial Airport. Taxi Foxtrot Golf Cross Runway 12.
Taxiing Foxtrot Golf Cross 12 for Jazz 548.
See if I zoom out far enough. Can I see any of the other inbounds? Nope, they're too far away for me to see them right now. Stop, do the checklist, and then taxi. Because everybody in this sim is flying on their own when there should be 2 people flying in these in these aircraft. There he goes, he's rolling, slowly but surely. Some of the stuff around the airport does not look very good actually as I'm looking at the background there. Some of the buildings, they just like I don't even know what they're supposed to be. Some of this autogen terrain does not work out well. It looks okay if you kind of are zoomed out a little bit and you're just sort of like, you're focused more on what's close to you, but it's like in the distance it looks great. Like that all that downtown stuff looks great because it's from a distance, but if you kind of zoom in a little bit, you see it's actually extremely, from this distance, it's extremely blocky. It's not particularly actually accurate, but from this distance it looks good. You just have that hint of buildings over the horizon. It's not a perfect simulation, but it's hard to make a perfect simulation. There's so much going on. It's hard to make a perfect simulation and make it able to run on anybody's computer that's not completely overwhelmed by it. So. What's weird on this is that the light is facing backwards from his nose wheel. It's like his nose wheel is installed backwards or something, or the light is installed backwards on it anyways. Oh, some of the things that this sim does are just weird. Alright, so we got 2 inbounds left. They're slowly coming this way. It should appear on my radar. The first one very soon, I think. It's going to be at least 10 minutes or so before they arrive. First one's going to be here in about 10 to 12 minutes, and the next one's going to be about 5 minutes after him. And then that will be the end of what was a very well-attended flight. I don't think I wrote down an arrival for this guy. Jazz arrived. I'm going to go through the video and actually watch it and count it, but the efforts I went to for this, I actually moved my entire
Windsor
computer.
Tower Jazz 548, we're shutting down. Have a good night. Thanks for sticking around.
Jazz 548, no problem. Thank you so much for flying in tonight, and we will see you next time. Yeah, I went and moved my entire computer for this to try and get a quiet room because the room it's normally in is not very quiet anymore. Because the room it's actually supposed to be in is undergoing renovations, so it turned into a big ordeal just to even set this up. And I definitely was not going to be able to set up, unfortunately, my flying stuff. Although I was contemplating it, for this flight, or for this event. If I had been able to control, I would have wanted to participate in some way. So if I couldn't control, then I would have definitely flown. I would have gotten all my stuff out of the box. I've got it all packed away for now because there's no space. But I would have found a way to make it work. Find a way to make some space. Alright, so he's shutting down. I got the first one of the 2 last arrivals in here. Victor Lima Alpha. He's coming in from Toronto, and then there's also one that's coming in from Cincinnati. He should be popping up on my radar as well very shortly here. Yeah. Okay, I see where this guy's coming in from. He's coming in from the southeast like that. I guess the arrivals for Windsor have to go around all the arrivals to Detroit, so. There's our next arrival way over here. He's just passing south of Sarnia. He'll be here in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then there's another one that's coming in from the southeast, but I can't see that far yet. This is the limit of my visibility. So he's going to pop in here sometime in the next couple minutes here, but he's flying a jet, so he's going to move a little faster than the other guy who's flying a light aircraft, the Baron. There isn't a whole lot in the chat window today, but even just for posterity, I kind of even want to save the chat window. Just pop that in there for a second just to show what's in the chat window there. And there's definitely a few people, a few more well-wishers in the chat here, and yeah. Still a little bit hard to believe he's gone. And Jazz is gone too now. Never to hear his booming voice calling out on the radio again. I didn't know either that he had such a big family as well. He apparently had a fairly large family. What did I say? Eight kids? Big family. But he's a big man with a big heart, so not really any surprise there. And quite a few grandkids as well. This is more the speed of Windsor Tower normally, I guess. Even in real life, it's not a hugely busy tower. You get a number of airline flights throughout the day, but you're only talking, you know, at most 2 per hour. Most of the day is often fairly quiet. You get some light aircraft taking off and flying around, but it's not all that busy. Oh, we got the second one is now on our screen here. Exec Jet 231. He's way over here. Falcon 50. Victor Lima Alpha Beach Baron already in descent. Starting across Lake St. Clair there. ExecJet 231's crossing Lake Erie. Both of them about 10 minutes out. Well, here's hoping that I can definitely restart my other streams sometime soon. My flying streams hopefully will restart before the end of November. A lot of work to do before then, but it'll be nice to have a very clean, bright room that hopefully will make the streaming a little easier anyways if it's a little bit more well lit. That's something that's always been a problem, is it's been a little bit dark doing the flying streams online, doing them in that room. So new floors, new coat of paint on the walls, all that stuff should definitely make it go a little bit nicer for the streaming, make it a little bit brighter, and make it a little easier to see. That's one thing I've learned from all this production is lighting is essential. Good lighting is essential for streaming if you're going to include yourself at all. And it's not easy to do because you need to have lighting, but you can't have it be extremely direct. You need a nice, like, kind of general ambient lighting, not just like a spotlight point at your face, because then it just tends to overexpose you. This one's actually not too bad tonight. I have a light point at the wall just very close to me, so it's doing a good job of sort of setting that off. But even so, like, there's a pretty dark shadow over on this side. But it's not always easy, like, to find good lighting and to set it up. So I've I've learned all sorts of interesting things about about live stream production. I was listening to a podcast today, so thinking about podcasts, but the live stream productions and just the technical glitches. There's always going to be some. And yeah, Dean would have been laughing at the chaos for the controlling tonight. He would have been laughing at the me having technical issues just trying to get all my stuff up and running here. Guess I should leave all the IT work to professionals instead of trying to do it myself, because apparently I can't do it. The lighting is actually not too bad in this room. Like I said, like I've got a lamp that I've actually got aimed at the wall, which is creating a nice kind of diffuse light. It's almost Halloween. That was not intentional. It's just, this is about all the lights I have in this room. The house was built in the 70s, so nobody believed in overhead lighting in the 70s. It was all just floor lamps, table lamps. So a lot of the rooms end up being very dark a lot of the time. And again, same thing was with my office where I was streaming before. I mean, it's 202 Zulu now. This guy's on final. I'm not going to shut down the tower while he's on final. For some reason, the second guy disappeared off my scopes here. So I'll give him a couple minutes to reappear, but if he doesn't reappear, probably by the time this guy has landed, then we'll cut off the stream. Unfortunately, we lost one guy who was ExecJet something 521, I think. We seem to have lost him. But yeah, learned a lot about having good camera, good lighting. If you're going to do any kind of video recording, you need good lighting is essential. And especially where I was doing it before, basically kind of in a basement, not a well lit room. it was a challenge sometimes to get good lighting in there. Part of the reason why I wanted this upgrade, why I wanted this renovation, was to make it a little bit brighter.
Windsor Tower, Baron Foxtrot Victor Lima Alpha, about a 15 nautical mile final here on the visual for 2-5.
Victor Lima Alpha, Windsor Tower, good evening. Windsor Light Variable, you're number 1, clear to land, runway 25.
All right, number 1 and clear to land 25, Victor Lima Alpha.
All right, last one. Another controller, not necessarily trained by Dean, but nevertheless someone here wants to help honor him still by flying this route one more time. And he is the last inbound after this. I've got nobody left unless that exec jet reappears. I just told the Detroit approach controller that we appreciate him being on, and told him Dean is getting a chuckle somewhere at all that chaos he has caused tonight. One last arrival. Clouds look like they're kind of breaking up a little bit out there. Distance. All right, turning 5 miles final out there. Let's start seeing if we can spot him out there. Don't think we usually see him until he's about 3 miles, especially he's flying a pretty small aircraft. We're not going to spot him until he's pretty close in, I think. But nevertheless, we can start looking. All right. Just kind of have a little chat with the Detroit approach controller and yeah, thanking them for the service. And we'll definitely have to make sure whenever they have Detroit open, we try and fill in Windsor. There's the runway right there. He's not quite there, but he's like a mile or so final. Cannot spot these guys. I think it's still running. It should still be running. He should be almost over the runway right now, but I still don't even see him. Maybe it's not populating the model properly. What have I got here? It should be there. Says he's there. Oh, there he is. Wow. Victor Lima Alpha. Welcome to the Windsor Dean Roy Memorial Airport. You can turn left on Foxtrot Taxi, Foxtrot Golf to Apron 1.
Alright, left on Foxtrot and then Golf to Apron 1. Victor Lima Alpha, thanks for the help.
And Victor Lima Alpha cleared to cross runway 12.
Roger, cleared to cross 12, Victor.
Yeah, I agree. Some of the, like a lot of the airplanes seem to have really good lights, good strobe lights and nav lights, and then they were really easy to spot. But yeah, like this thing has no lights, which just makes it that much harder to kind of spot from a long way away. So there we go. It's now 10 minutes. It's now 8 minutes after 10. I still gave us one more arrival there. So my total at this point is 23 arrivals, 14 departures. I don't think the count is totally correct, but I think it's in the right ballpark anyways. But regardless, the chaos that ensued here in the middle of that event was exactly what Dean would have enjoyed and just laughed at whoever was trying to deal with that. So with that, I think that is it for this evening. So for everybody out there watching, I want to thank you guys for watching. It's unfortunate that this had to happen to bring us all together, but nevertheless, like I said, I think Dean would have been proud of what we've done here tonight. I think he would have enjoyed it, and I wish him well out there wherever he is. So thank you guys, and we'll see you guys all around real soon.